What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and today we're checking out the NREAL Air Compact AR Glasses. And this is a product that is really unique because it makes AR accessible for everyone, both in terms of price, form factor, ease of use, and it really brings this new technology that is very interesting in modern day consumer forms. And so I find that glasses technology is a very common way to integrate both visual and audio experiences in many different ways. And this is like the latest example of that. I want to give a huge thanks to NREAL for sponsoring this video. And if you would like to win a pair for yourself, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and leave a comment down below of your favorite feature and what you want to do with these glasses. And I'll be picking a winner in the comment section in 2 weeks, and I'll be contacting you directly on Instagram, so ignore any of the spam comments below. So for starters, AR stands for augmented reality. And with this, it is a screen that is built in through the glasses, and they've tried their best from a design standpoint to make this look as normal and practical as possible. I find the Ray-Ban Wayfarer has been a very common, easy go-to look for a lot of technology glasses, both when it comes to the speakers and earbuds, as well as stuff like the Ray-Ban Stories, for example. And I think from a style standpoint, this actually looks as good as it gets. There is that secondary lens that is built in, but what is really cool is that in the AR space, I'm able to see everything around me through the glasses just as I would. And on top of that, I have the display in front of me, which is actually emulated based on what is on the smartphone and any device that I decide to connect to it that is compatible with these glasses. And I'm able to have that virtual space while still being able to see all of my surroundings and walking around. You can actually also put prescription lenses, which is great. So it is really trying to integrate into just like a very normal pair of glasses, but I think based on the technology and what it's intending to do, it is as good as it's gonna get in terms of the aesthetics. From the design standpoint, it is very durable, and the first thing that I notice, of course, is just how lightweight and balanced it is. Having all of this technology and display built in with the lens and everything, I still find that it is pretty comfortable, and you're able to adjust the size based on the angular hinge on the side in a few different ways, as well as adjusting the nose bridge. And it also has a good level of balance throughout the back, and the cable also travels down here. The weight itself is only 79 grams, which is super light, and there's 2 speakers built in that is actually bone conduction speakers you could find on the ear bridge here. When it comes to the display itself, it is theoretically a 3840 by 1080 resolution. When you break it down, it is a 1920 by 1080 micro LED display in each lens, and you can see that it is angled in a way that is very unique. And as soon as you put them on, you have one singular screen in the middle, and whether you have it in the head tracking mode, you're able to move around and look around, and it will adjust your perspective on the display itself from there. It essentially gives you an IMAX level screen in your pocket wherever you go, and up to 400 nits of perceived brightness at a 60 Hz refresh rate. And the 2 modes include the mirror mode, which gives you a 130-inch gaming screen with the widest compatibility that supports a cloud gaming experience, but you can also connect like an Xbox, a PlayStation, a Steam Deck, or a Nintendo Switch to it, as well as the option to also use it in an AR mode, which gives you a 201-inch gaming display perspective. When it comes to the display quality itself, I've got to say the color coverage is pretty impressive, even though colors are not always going to be the first priority in an AR screen. And I found the brightness is just enough to get that very futuristic effect of the holographics, as well as still being able to look around in your surroundings. It is a retina level display, and of course there are some concerns when it comes to wearing any sort of glasses, and that is motion sickness. But here are some of the technologies that are implemented that are able to make it a most comfortable experience possible when you wear these glasses for a longer period of time. These include features such as low blue light, flicker-free technology, and also eye comfort technology. And I find that usually when I'm using different screen products this close for a long period of time, having the low blue light technology is very important. And of course, with a refresh rate of 60 Hz, a lot of times there are different preferences when it comes to VR glasses, for example, and having the flicker-free is also very important for a high quality experience. And on the topic of software, when it comes to setting it up, it is literally plug and play. I have to admit, I don't have the most experience with AR glasses and glasses technology in general, but as I mentioned, I have tried many of them throughout the years, and the biggest thing is a setup process. So for any consumer who's looking to get into this, it's great to just be able to plug it in, download the Nebula app, and hop right in, and you can enter the AR space or the air casting space, and you can also adjust all the different settings, for example, but it keeps it relatively simple to make it easy to just start enjoying the benefits right away. The air casting mode is one that is very straightforward. It's pretty much like a mirror mode. So for example, I can just go ahead and view all the things that I'm viewing on my phone on these AR glasses. And if I'm watching like a video, for example, or a YouTube video, it is essentially like having a display wherever I go while having that very immersive experience. It's all about having this large, portable, and immersive display wherever you are without having to have like a monitor, for example. And the other mode, which is where you're able to get a little bit more creative, is actually entering into the AR space. So that is the other toggle here. And as I enter the AR space, I'm able to look around and see the menu that is within the Nebula app, and I'm able to navigate the entire menu system using the screen itself on my smartphone. So yeah, I can just look around here and there's a whole suite of apps, the weather, the photos. There's also like some multimedia. The YouTube app is over here. And so entering this space is where you're able to download apps and experiences that you want to enjoy on the actual AR glasses. I just really like that from the smartphone experience. You just go ahead and plug in your smartphone and it is good to go. You don't need any additional like power and all these cables. It draws the power directly from your smartphone. Within the settings itself on the app, I'm able to adjust like the calibration as well as the head tracking or body tracking mode. So depending on what works best for you. So right now I have it in head tracking. So wherever I look around, the menu will kind of follow along. And I feel like that is the most useful right now because I'm sitting down. But I can also set it to like screen mirroring. I can also capture and record the screen. And there's also AR scan. So yeah, like this, like there's not too many settings to the point where you're overwhelmed, but they've kept it relatively simple here. So to actually control the menu, all I have to do is just point at wherever I want to select. And it's like a lot of those motion remotes that you find on TVs or on the Wii, for example, and then I can just go ahead and tap on the screen and it will then select that option. So a really big part of this though is also the gaming experience. Being able to enjoy the large screen when you're playing some of your favorite games is one of the biggest advantages of using AR glasses. So being able to connect stuff like your PS5 as well as your Xbox, but most importantly like portable devices such as the Nintendo Switch or the Steam Deck is how you're able to enjoy a portable gaming experience in the most immersive manner. And the display being 130 inches in the mirror mode and 201 inches in the AR mode allows you to play these games in just a really fun way. So from a hardware standpoint, this comes at a price point of $379, which I think is a really good deal. Just as a pair of like glasses with the speakers built in, a lot of times can cost you a couple $100s. And if you add a camera, for example, that can end up pretty close to the price point of these, but this is of course a very unique product, and it is an AR glasses that gives you that full experience with the displays built in and everything, as well as the software to back it. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna leave a link down below if you guys wanna learn more about the product, and I'll see you all in the next video.